Here we are in the Perosi kitchen to talk about acids and bases around the house. Now, first of all, not every liquid is acidic or basic. Some things are neutral. Neutral means having a pH close to 7. Your tap water is probably pretty close to neutral. But if you use distilled water for things like an essential oil diffuser or humidifier in your house, distilled water is just made of H2O molecules. So for every H, there is an OH, which means it is perfectly neutral with a pH of exactly 7. Some liquids don't have much water in them at all, such as oils. Those would not be considered an acid or a base either. Other than that, most household liquids are either slightly acidic, slightly basic, or very acidic and very basic. Okay. Around the kitchen, you'll find a lot of acids in the foods that you consume. Things like citrus fruits, sodas, and coffee, and vinegar are all acids. Now, there's all kinds of vinegar that you might use in cooking and salads and things like that. But if you have plain distilled white vinegar, this says 5% acidity. That means it is literally 5% acetic acid. Okay, and the rest would be water. If you're wondering 5%, what's the other 95? Water. Any household solutions that tell you what percent they are of something, the other percent would be water or other unrelated, unreactive compounds. Okay? Now, bases, you're not going to find too many in foods that you typically consume. However, when it's time to clean up, bring out the bases. Okay? A lot of detergents, things like ammonia, which used to be very common in glass cleaner. Now, if you grab a blue glass cleaner from your cabinet, it'll probably say ammonia free, but it could have other bases in it as well. A lot of chloride compounds, like the ones found in a lot of different kinds of cleaners, and everybody's old pal bleach, which is getting a very positive rep right now because it kills coronavirus, are some bases that you would be likely to find in the average house. Now, acids are going to taste sour. Okay? They're corrosive, meaning that they wear away some metals through chemical reactions. And they do conduct electricity. Bases also conduct electricity well, but they have more of a bitter and slippery characteristic. Again, off the top of my head, not going to think of any bases that I would recommend you putting in your mouth or sticking your unprotected hand in to feel and taste them. But those are properties that they're known to have. And they do not corrode metals in the same way. Okay, so those are just a couple differences between acids and bases. Remember, to be an acid or a base, something needs to be a liquid, okay, a solution of water with other chemicals dissolved in it in order to take on either set of properties. You have a short follow-up assignment for the second part of this week. Okay, it is a Google Doc, and inside the doc will be a link for you to open, answer a few questions about that, then roll onto the other link and answer a few questions there. Okay, it's going to be all about acids and bases, their characteristics that I just kind of reviewed with you, and some common ones you can find around the house. So you might use some examples from this video, some from that website, or find your own. And have a wonderful week.